Long live the king.
Wow, okay, welcome back to the channel folks, Mr. H here. If you enjoy this video, make sure to crush that like button, helps me out, helps you, because YouTube will notify you of these videos in future. This is all to do with Godzilla, King of the Monsters' brand new TV spot. This is insanely good. So what we're going to do, I'm going to just play it for you, it's 30 seconds, and then we're going to talk about it. And this will be unscripted, a little bit rambly, probably be quite long, and I'll probably have a whole bunch of people complain that, oh, for a 30-second video you've made a video that's like a few minutes. Yeah, get over it. So we're going to take a look at this first, so here you go.
The time has come.
And let's talk about the thoughts on it. Let's break it down. I mean, the opening shot is awesome. Just from, again, like technical perspectives and things like that, it's a really, really nice shot. I mean, it opens up in the oil fields. We obviously don't know where this is as yet, but it is an oil field. I've seen a few people that have discussed this, you know, to date now, and a few people have said that there's legs just popping out everywhere. There's really not. It seems that a creature, which is thought to be Kumongo, is coming out of the ground, but it's also disturbing the oil which is coming from the ground. So you can see a few of these like bursts of oil first pop up right at the back, and then the legs start coming. But then there's a few more bursts of oil as well. I mean, it's a great shot. Again, we still don't know what this kaiju is, but it's a fantastic shot. I mean, this is truly going to be a cinematic film. If you're looking at these very, very small pieces of the movie which they've been showing so far, it's a very cinematic, very, very, very cinematic film. So anyway, the truck is driving through there, obviously. Maybe something is linked to what's on the truck, we don't know. I would imagine so, because otherwise it's hugely coincidental. I mean, there's a few trucks there, but they're kind of swerving out of the way. And then we see the second kaiju, which, you know, a lot of people thought was Anguirus. It's interesting in terms of their choice here. They've actually revealed the eye, so you can see it kind of wakes up. It gets up, and then the camera pans right up close to the creature's face, and it looks to be, what we're seeing here anyway, is not just, oh, it's a pan shot, but it's a pan shot and then a zoom in camera from probably someone observing the creature, because it's on another camera screen. So I would imagine this is Monarch, you know, as they've got tabs on all of these creatures, and maybe it ties in directly to what we hear over, over the second trailer, where, oh, they're coming out everywhere, battling for dominance and things like that. You know, it's just the beginning kind of thing. And then we get a great shot of its eye, and it just opens up, and it's kind of like a gloss white, which, again, it just looks great. It's one of these things which looks fantastic. And actually, having just said that now, as I've zoomed in on this, I can see that it does actually say Monarch Outpost. So it absolutely is a Monarch observation post. They are observing this. I can't quite make out what it says though, where it is. So if anyone can read that for me, then definitely do. But it says Monarch Outpost, but I don't know where it is. I'd assume it's probably saying where it is underneath that. But anyway, great shot. Creature looks great. I'm going to get some flack for this, and I don't think this is necessarily, you know, a good thing. But the eye does remind me a little bit of the first Pacific Rim, just a little bit, just a tad. And then we get some, you know, fairly obvious shots that we've seen before. Millie Bobby Brown's character, we see a great shot of the volcano exploding, and then a new shot which we haven't seen yet. And again, this bodes really well for the film, because it's nothing too crazy that we're seeing in terms of new footage. It's all of the footage we've seen already, just like a second more, which is great because we're not going to see the whole film in the trailers. So we see the volcano explode where Rodan is, and then we see Rodan's claw coming up, and it just is massive. But from this, it does make me think, I mean, like, how is he in the volcano if his claws are coming up first? Because he doesn't have claws, you know, they're his feet. So it's interesting to take a look. Unless they're going to have some claws on his wings, I guess. I don't know. But I thought that was quite funny. Great shot, though. I mean, it looks just insane. You can see all the lava and magma flow around him. Again, a fantastic cinematic shot. We see a few other shots, fairly standard. We see Godzilla blasting his atomic breath in the sky. And then the closing shot is, well, one of the closing shots anyway, which is, it's interesting because they set it up in the trailer, and you said there can be only one king. And then you see Rodan flying head first into King Ghidorah. Which is interesting because obviously that's indicating that, you know, there can be only one king. Is that the king of the skies? Because obviously Rodan, you know, and King Ghidorah are flying creatures. Rodan was thought to be evil, or at least, I guess, kind of, you know, ambivalent to it all. He wasn't really anything. And, you know, he's flying straight into King Ghidorah. I mean, they are going at one another right there. Which, again, very cinematic shot. It looks beautiful. Really beautiful. And then the opposing shot, which again, you know, if you're looking at what a trailer is telling us or trying to tell us from the scenes, we then see King Ghidorah running at Godzilla. So, you know, as it said, there can be only one king. We see Rodan flying at King Ghidorah, and then we see Godzilla running at King Ghidorah. It would seem that the trailer is trying to tell us, you know, that there's going to be a few battles for the dominance here. But it's a great, really good TV spot. For 30 seconds, it doesn't reveal too much. There's not, you know, an awful lot of new footage. But what it does show is just a little bit more of an expansion to what we had already seen. And that's how you do trailers. That is genuinely how you do a trailer. You know, I don't want to see the whole film before the film's released. I mean, what 3 months to go? I don't want to see the whole film. I want to just enjoy this. So again, I'm just watching it back now, just trying to ascertain whether there is any more pieces of info here. I think I was probably a little bit wrong. I'm looking at that oil field scene again. I just think the trucks are caught in the midst of that. I'd be surprised if there is any link here to Monarch, because there's 2 trucks there. They don't look to be military. They look like they are, you know, worker trucks, like they're working in the oil field. So there is that. A lot of people did think that this could be Mothra. 100% no, not looking at this. I mean, in terms of the overall size and stuff, we know that Mothra is coming from the waterfalls. It's definitely not Mothra. It absolutely can't be Mothra. Look, put it this way, it could be, but I'd be really surprised if it was. Mothra we've seen in a temple. We've seen her then coming out from behind the waterfall. I'd be surprised if this is Mothra. A few people said, oh, well, she could have, you know, burrowed or something like that. Nah, I'd be very surprised. I just think it's such a great shot. And again, that whole gigantic mountain moving up. I would imagine that all of this kind of goes in hand in hand with the government or Senate meeting. You know, we're not overly familiar with that stuff here in the UK, so I don't know whether it's a Senate meeting or a government meeting, whatever you would call it. But I think this is probably them documenting the incidents of the Titans rising from the ground, or, you know, revealing themselves to the world. It would look like it's that. That's what it looks like to me. Like they're bringing evidence forth to the government to maybe say, we need to do this, we need to do that. That's what I'm assuming here. Again, I don't know. It's just an assumption. Probably completely wrong. But a great shot. Could this be Anguirus? Maybe. I highly doubt it, though. I've kind of given my thoughts on this before, but I just doubt that they're going to, you know, have those Titans, those kaiju, and not reveal them. Or at least tell people that they've got them. But that shot, again, that shot of Rodan's claw coming up is just fantastic. You probably just heard it there in the background. Just press play again. It's just such a good shot. I'm really, really looking forward to this. I mean, if you could see my face right now, I've got a massive smile on my face watching this stuff. I'm just super, super looking forward to this. There you go. I've kind of spoken enough now. And again, you know, proper rambly. This doesn't reveal too much, but what it does reveal makes me really, really happy for the film. Not so much in terms of the kaiju and the titans and things like that, but from a technical perspective, the shots are incredibly cinematic, and I think that bodes well for the care and attention that they've taken, which then obviously bodes well for the titans and the kaiju and things like that as well. It all goes hand in hand. So there you go. What do you think about this? Let me know down below in the comments. Like I said, if you're new here, hit subscribe, stay up to date on all of this, but make sure you crush that like button, because that really does help me out, but it also helps you because YouTube will actually notify you. Anyway, let me know. Stay tuned. I've been Mr. Age. Take care.